brilliant. Can't wait for that performance. Thank you very much, Kat. Young Paris in the house. Now, coming up next on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, he was white, she was not. They broke the law to dance. Now, those are the emotional, dramatic, and political ingredients which burned like a trail of gunpowder all the way through Langarm.
And it's the latest musical created by the award-winning David Kramer. Now, currently running at the Fugard Theatre for the festive season, this Cake of Dynamite is a show we had to find out more about.
Writer-director David Kramer grew up watching his parents dance to bands like Johnny Liner's Blue Moon Jazz Band and Willie's Starlight Orchestra. This is his tribute to them.
I'm a storyteller and my musical work is focused really on South African hidden history and South African identity, and in my personal work on the landscape as well. Well, Langarm is a musical set in the world of sort of ballroom dancing, and in the 1960s during the apartheid era. It plays out mainly in an old hotel in District 6. What makes it different is that I've never really worked with this genre of music before, ballroom dancing, which means I'm working with Latin rhythms like cha-cha and tango and rumba, as well as the foxtrot and the waltz and so on, which is not the normal kind of music that I would write. So that makes it quite different for me.
With the threat of new laws about to tear their families, communities and culture apart, the characters have everything to fight for, and it makes them fiercely interesting.
I play Eddie Jefter in David Kramer's Langarm. It's set in 1965 in the apartheid era. Eddie Jefter is a band leader that comes back to the District 6 community because he's got a bit of a history there. There's an old love flame that he's coming back for, played by Kim Louis, Dinah Levine. So Eddie basically comes to District 6 and he finds himself in the same dilemma as the District 6 people and people in South Africa at that time with the apartheid laws.
Reuniting with David has been a dream. The way that he approaches everything that he does, the preparation for getting back onto stage. He's just been an amazing support, an amazing guide, and an amazing point of reference. He comes in with all of these books for us to read and helps us with our research, and he's got this thing of, you know, he wants the actor to become the writer at the end of the day, because we're the ones telling the story and we're the ones developing the characters.
My character, I play Mr. Albert van der Bijl, nicknamed Bertie. So I play an old apartheid government official who was working for the Bureau of Proof. Basically, the guy is going around checking to see whether you are white enough or not. So I am not a very nice person in this play, so luckily no one punched me yet. No one has had a go at me after the show. You know, it's a very important character to play for the story. It's really important for that message to come across about how awful, you know, some of these, you know, government officials were, atrocities that they committed against, you know, normal citizens at the end of the day. So, yeah, it's been an interesting journey.
There are sizzling dance routines, heart-wrenching moments, comedy threads throughout the story from start to finish, and superb voices to animate the songs. The opening night audience agreed.
So the standout moments for me in this musical, I have to say, is of course that it's fresh music, new music that David has written. And because we're so used to hearing covers, and this is South African. And of course the dancing element really just ties everything together.
I love the production because it's light and it's bright, it's energetic. The dancing's great, but it also tells a story, and it's quite scary when you look back on that history. It does everything.
It's actually impossible to mention just one thing that I loved. Everything was absolutely phenomenal, synonymous with the David Kramer magic that pulls at your heartstrings. I have 2 left feet and I think I can dance.
You'll be taking a huge risk, okay?
See us.
Someone's always watching.
So we'll be.
There are 2 stories. The one is about love across the colour line, and the other story is a trifle white story. So it examines the apartheid laws that tore families apart and were devastating in those years. And I think that some of our new generation is not really aware of how traumatic and how devastating, these laws were. So it adds a lot of drama to the musical story. And then I have the dancing, which gives you a lot of romance. So it's a combination of a romantic story and a dramatic political story.
Langarm runs at the Fugard Theatre in District 6 Tuesdays to Sundays through the festive season with special New Year's Eve performances, Monday, December 31st.